there. Welcome back to my channel, Transforming Tina, where weekly I share tips, tricks, and life hacks for busy women just like you looking to enjoy life more and stress less. Let's get into today's topic. Today, we're going to continue our conversation on habits. This habit is not as sexy as some of the habits out there. Some folks may even think it's a snooze of a topic. But today, we're going to focus on the habit of sleep. In regards to sleep has impacted so many habits that I currently have as part of my daily living routine. And when I decided to get really down and dirty about sleep and the impact of sleep on my body and how I react on a daily basis, the longer you get to know me, the more you're going to learn. If there's a gadget that I can get there to help me, I'm ordering it. I love gadgets probably almost as much as I like office supplies. And you can check out my Battle of the Planners video to see more about my office supply issue. But currently I have a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, and then I purchased right around the start of the pandemic in 2020, the Oura Ring. This is my Oura Ring. So when I first decided to buy this Oura Ring, which was an investment, I looked on the internet for different reviews on it, and I really didn't see a lot around the Oura Ring. It was at the time a year ago, a newer gadget out there, and there are other gadgets that monitor your sleep. You could say, Tina, why don't you use the Fitbit to monitor your sleep, or why don't you use the Apple Watch to monitor your sleep? And the reason I chose the Oura Ring is I did find some really good reviews around it. And the thing that it does that I wanted to know was the breakdown of my light, deep, and REM sleep, because we know there's different phases of sleep, and the other devices just didn't give me as detailed information around those different things. And I really wanted to know what the quality of my sleep was, because at the time when I first started this, I was laying in bed for long periods of time, but I was waking up all through the night, and I would go to social media or I would watch YouTube videos, and I just knew, and I would wake up still not fully rested. And I was just like, what is going on for me? The other thing that was really interesting to me is as you age, the joke is, to do the blue light special meals, and that older people go earlier out to dinner than younger people. Well, I have data to support why, for me personally, eating earlier is better for my sleep quality than eating a late night dinner. But I'll get to that in a little bit. So every morning I check my sleep status, and it provides an overall readiness score, which is how I recovered from the day before. So it takes into account my previous night's sleep, my previous day's activities, when my heart rested during the course of my sleep. And that has had a definite impact on my behaviors overall, that resting heartbeat and how long it takes for my heart to slow down over the course of night, because that heart rate means that your body is recovering from the day's previous activity. The other data that I get is my sleep. How did I do sleeping wise? It gives me the total amount of sleep, which most devices will do, but it also gives your sleep efficiency and the amount of time you were in REM and the amount of time you're in a deep sleep. It also shows the latency, meaning how long it was from the time I laid in bed till I actually, according to my ring, said I fell asleep. So the Oura Ring provides a lot more detail on things that the other devices that I have just didn't do, and I needed to know that information. So the Oura Ring costs about $299 for the base model, and I have the basic of the base, and it comes in this silvery platinum color. It comes in gold, it comes in black, and the different colors have different price points to them. It also, you can see all of the technology is in there, and it keeps track of your pulse in your finger, which they say is one of the most efficient ways to do it. I also liked it because I have, between my Apple Watch and my clip-on Fitbit, I had so many devices that having a ring was just one of those things that I thought would be less of a burden on my body and trying to manage all of my equipment. I also didn't want to deal with a lot of equipment before I went to bed because I just wouldn't use it, and I knew that I wouldn't. So I wear my Oura Ring every night, charged on this device here, and it You just plug it in, you put the Oura Ring on it, and then a light lights up to let you know the Oura Ring is charged. The beauty of the Oura Ring is I can take it off while I go to take my evening bath, which is a habit that I have. And by the time I come out of the bath and I'm ready to put my Oura Ring back on, it's fully charged. And it lasts for about 3 to 4 days. And I wear it 24/7. The Oura Ring has taught me is a few things that has truly impacted my day-to-day goings on. I know that my deepest sleep occurs between 8:30ish to 10. Yeah. If I fall asleep after that period of time, I don't get a considerable amount of deep sleep. And at this point, I've only been able to, at the most, acquire in a 7-hour period, an hour of deep sleep. So I'm still working on how to get more deep sleep, but that dramatically goes down when I go to bed later. So that's an impact. Another is eating a meal late in the evening. And I would say after 5 o'clock. If I eat a heavy meal after 5 o'clock, definitely after 6 o'clock, my sleep scores are way down, and it shows that my heart rate did not go down. So what's happening is while I'm sleeping, my body is digesting that food. So I'm not really recovering from the previous day overnight because my body is so busy, my stomach's so busy digesting all of that food that I would have consumed. So my goal has been to typically be done with my meals by 6 p.m. Last night, I happened to snack on some crackers after a period of time, and I thought, oh, they're so low in calorie. They're not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm eating a piece of meat or something. And I still had a slightly raised body temperature, and my heart rate didn't go down as early. And needless to say, my readiness score was not as high, and my deep sleep score was not as high. So it has truly impacted how I see things. Now, I'm not a person who drinks alcohol, so I don't see the impact of alcohol on my sleep, but I've read many things where alcohol at night will also disrupt your sleep patterns. But for me, that's not an issue. The other is I wake up during the night and I drink water. That hasn't really, it's not as though I'm going to bed at 8 and sleeping without opening my eyes until 5 a.m. During that time period, I'll get up to use the restroom, or I will move around a bit. Maybe I'll put on some music to help drown out some of the thoughts that are racing in my head. And I really haven't kept track of whether or not that impacts my quality of sleep, but it has not impacted my overall scoring. So the Oura Ring has helped me to hone in some daily habits, and I do feel much more rested. I feel more alert. And it just, for me, it has been worth every dime to get the Oura Ring. Now, point of caution, it took a little bit of time to get the ring. And what I mean by that is because you wear this ring, it takes time to order it. So first off, you're going to want to request the ring sizing kit. So I wanted to do it the right way. So I ordered the ring sizing kit, which comes to you free. Well, it took a little bit of time for me to get that. By the time I got the ring sizing kit, and I've thrown it away since now, they send multiple sizes. You pick which finger you want to put it on, and you pick the size. Then you indicate to them what size to send. Now, because it was coming from Europe and it was during a pandemic, it took quite a bit of time for me to get my Oura Ring. I want to say it took almost 3 weeks to get it, but it really wasn't their fault. It was a pandemic. But once I got it, it was easy to download the app on my phone. It's easy to understand. I'm still trying to figure out how to get deeper sleep. I see some people post their scores and they have like 2 hours of deep sleep. I'm just not able to do that yet. So I'm still a work in progress. It's been a year, but I've definitely fine-tuned my life around my sleep. And I do really believe sleep is a critical feature, especially as I'm aging and I want my body to regenerate every night. And I still want it to be doing all the things I like to do, which is run and lift weights and walk my dog. So that's it for today. And I hope you found something of value. If you did, please think about subscribing to my channel and like this episode.